Today is Tuesday, December 6th. I'm Pastor Anthony, and this is Wilderness Wanderings. Today our text comes from Isaiah 40. Comfort, comfort my people, says your God. Speak tenderly to Jerusalem, and proclaim to her that her hard service has been completed, that her sin has been paid for, that she has received from the Lord's hand double for all her sins. You who bring good news to Zion, go up on a high mountain. You who bring good news to Jerusalem, lift up your voice with a shout. Lift it up, do not be afraid. Say to the towns of Judah, here is your God. See, the sovereign Lord comes with power, and he rules with a mighty arm. See, his reward is with him, and his recompense accompanies him. He tends to his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lambs in his arms, and carries them close to his heart. He gently leads those that have young. That's Isaiah 40, verses 1 and 2, and 9 through 11. In the opening verses of these beautiful and familiar words from Isaiah 40, we hear that the Israelites' exile was directly related to the presence of sin in their lives and in the life of their nation. Not only was their hard service completed, but their sin had been paid for. Well, it's fine for the Bible to say so, but when we or someone else associates the word sin with our own losses and griefs, we start to cringe. It's indelicate. It's insensitive. And not always a shoe that properly fits the story, which is certainly true. But it is also true that unless we associate the losses and griefs of our lives on some level with sin, we can't really hear these words of comfort from Isaiah as words that are addressed to us either. In some sense, that's what Advent is about. Meeting the harder, more difficult, and painful truths of who we are and how our world is, so that we can honestly receive the comfort of our God through the saving work of his Son. Because Jesus was not born into a world that was happily at peace, or a world that was whole. He was born into a sin-broken world, full of loss, where nothing was as it was supposed to be. There was pain, injustice, oppression, addiction, disease, estrangement, and more. And that was true because there was sin. The sin of one person against another, or the sin of one person that unintentionally affected another, or the sin without any real discernible origin at all that just continues to ricochet down the halls of history, affecting everyone. That's still the world we live in. It is sin broken. The drinking, the adulteries, the injustices, the lies, the shouts, the abuse, the mistakes, the theft, the shirked responsibilities, all of them together from all of humanity, ricocheting down the halls of history, bouncing into this person, knocking the legs out from under that one. Whose fault is it? In some cases it's mine. In other cases it's yours. But in other cases it's simply ours, as sin-broken people in a sin-broken world. Our inheritance from our mothers and fathers before us. A place where awful things like death and pain and loneliness and other forms of tragedy live. All this to say, it's too big for us to handle on our own. We need a Savior to rescue us from this mess. We need a shepherd to gather us up to his heart and bring comfort, healing, and peace when our world falls apart. We need, in other words, to see, in this passage from Isaiah, our God, the God of the sin-afflicted like us, who acts to save and who speaks tenderly to comfort. For surely, he is our God. He is with us, and he speaks these words of his comfort to us. As you journey on seeking to see and to hear this God, go with his blessing. May the peace of the Lord Christ go with you, wherever he may send you. May He guide you through the wilderness and protect you through the storm. May He bring you home rejoicing at the wonders He has shown you. And may He bring you home rejoicing once again into our doors.